Good morning. I hope you're doing okay. So this morning, I thought I would do you a very quick book review. There's a book I read many years ago called The Celestine Prophecy by an author called James Redfield. And the story tells of a school teacher who goes to Peru, and he's helping his friend Will track down some ancient prophecy, which is of course the Celestine Prophecy. And the whole story really is some ideas dressed up behind a story. It's a bit of an adventure story. They're being chased by military police who are run by a crooked priest who does not like the idea of the manuscript and is trying to get rid of all copies. So there's your story, there's your basic story. But the ideas within the book are very interesting and have a bit of a cult following. If you look on YouTube, the film to it is available completely free, but the audiobook is also available for free. And I'd encourage you to listen to it and to try and understand some of the 9 insights which are in the book. They have to do with energy and human relationships and reaching a higher vibration, which is what a lot of spiritual teachings tell us about, including Reiki has to do with energy. And there are some exercises you can do to learn how to perceive energy. It is a very real thing. And I just thought it would be some good reading for you. If you like this channel, you like my positive content, that is the kind of reading I read back in the 90s. And that has kind of informed some of my views and how I eventually got into things like Reiki. So yeah, Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. I believe he wrote the second book called The 10th Insight, and then there was another one called The Search for Shambhala. At the very least, it's a fun little adventure book, but there are some great ideas within it and some things you can practice to learn about energy, chi, how it flows, and how you can apply these ideas to your everyday life. How much you believe is up to you, and I'm a big believer in people take what ideas work for them from whatever they take in life. And I'm not saying every word of the book is true, but I'm saying some of the ideas are definitely based in fact. And I, for one, found it a very entertaining book. And there's a bit as well about coincidences and the idea that everyone that comes before us in our lives is there for a reason. Now that reason might be the love of our life. It might be someone who's there to teach us a particular lesson. It might be someone who's there to teach you a truth about yourself. But the idea that there's no such thing as a coincidence is very strong within the book. And the more you listen to that idea, the more you realise that actually this makes a lot of sense. Coincidences perhaps are the universe's way of teaching us. And if you believe in manifesting, as many do, then, you know, that is a part of manifesting, is that people are here to teach us that lesson or to drive us towards a particular goal we might have. So, to recap, Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. I'm sure you'll be able to pick up a copy of the paperback cheaply enough on Amazon, but the whole audiobook and the whole film are available on YouTube. And I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed the whole concepts and still come back to some of them now. If you do some searching on YouTube, you'll find some exercises where you can perceive energy, where you can manipulate it, where you can hold your hands like that and you can feel the resistance. So yeah, some good ideas. as I say, you'll have to decide for yourself what is true and what isn't. But give it a read and have a great day. Bye for now.